All right, Coach. Come back after tough game yesterday. A lot of big home runs yesterday. You gave up 3 early today. You're able to come back, hold them scoreless the rest of the way, and get the 4-3 win to even the series.
Yeah, you couldn't give up 3 any earlier than we gave them up. And ironically, I mean, they were like identical. They were about 4 foot foul or fair right down the right field line. They were late on good 93, 94 fastballs from Bimby, but not late enough, and they catch it and hit some home runs. But he settled down, and then of course Burleson came in and was just the difference maker for I think 3 1/3. And then Burns coming in and doing what he does. But of course we had to make it interesting for him and putting the tying run at second base on an error. But he does what he does, and he got us out of it, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, we saw a lot of sliders out of Burleson today. He said that's the most he's ever thrown in a game. What was working with that?
Sometimes it can be the feel for the day. I mean, it was just 80, 81. It's not like he was throwing 85-mile-an-hour sliders, but it was good. It was tight. Guys start pressing. It's a 3-3 ball game at the time, no different than our lineup was pressing, and they were pressing, and he just wasn't missing with it. It was away. So obviously it's 80, it's not 92. Every now and then he would show his 92, but other than that, it was right back to the slider. And I mean, they pretty well knew it was something, and they were still either taking it for strikes and a lot of swing and misses. So it's just tough sometimes when it's that good a pitch. Mariano Rivera was doing it for years. Everybody knew what he was throwing, and they were still getting themselves out, and that was in the big leagues. So Burleson did a great job for us.
Cam had about 2 of the biggest hits of the game, 1 to tie, 1 to take the lead in the 8th inning. What did his performance stand out to you?
Well, I mean, the thing is sometimes, and I don't look at him as a sophomore anymore. He's my only returner. He had like 40-some at-bats last year. He's catching virtually every conference game right now and doing well. And, he's still on the field, got a mature factor yet of growth. But, he did a lot today. One was to right center and one was to left center off the wall. Luckily, they both kicked off the wall and got away from the outfielders. And ironically, Haller was at first both times and could score. So it was big. This type of win is big for us. And I've been on the other side too, where it's gut wrenching. But the series isn't over yet. So we just put ourselves in a situation tomorrow to win it. And we're hoping that, at the end of the day, we've done our job.
Burns gets his 13th save, 1 shy of the single season record for WKU. What is his late
So he's
inning?
tied for it right now?
He's 1 shy of the record,
Oh, okay.
so he'll be tied the next one.
Okay.
So what does his late inning presence bring for you guys?
That's another guy that, he couldn't pitch where he transferred from out of the portal. He was the first guy. I think I had this job for 4 days, and I had him and his dad on campus. We went and looked around campus together trying to figure out what everything was. That's such a good story to tell. His dad would be like, "What building is this?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's go in and check it out." I've been here 4 days. But great family, great kid, just the mature factor, the growth in the kid from not being able to throw strikes, not be able to handle the trials and tribulations and the good and the bad, to a kid that really simplifies a lot of stuff. He's a tremendous leader. People gravitate towards him. He's going to be in pro ball, and he's going to be pretty good someday. But right now, I'm glad he's on our team.